Why Tamil curry? You may be wondering why I am advocating for Tamil curry. What sets it apart from the Indian, Sri Lankan, or Bangladeshi variations? What makes Tamil curry unique and deserving of recognition? Tamil curry a rich history. Well, Tamil curry, a delicious and flavorful dish, has a fascinating and extensive history that can be traced back an impressive 3,000 years. Although India and Sri Lanka were formed as a result of British colonization, it is incorrect to associate curry solely with these countries by using terms like Indian curry and Sri Lankan curry. Such references limit the history of curry to the recent past of these nations and neglect the rich culinary heritage of other cultures. This practice, as observed in the UK, unfairly confines curry to the British colonial era, disregarding its ancient origins. It is important to recognize that the concept of curry predates colonialism and has a diverse and extensive global history. It is worth mentioning that some British authors mistakenly credit British colonialism for the creation of curry, which is an inaccurate notion. Additionally, it is interesting to note that Bangladesh only emerged in the 1970s. Before the arrival of the British, several European nations had established their presence in the Tamil world. Among them, the Portuguese were the first to set foot in the Indian subcontinent, and interestingly, they were also the last colonial power to have a colony in this region even after the British left. Tamil, an ancient language, holds a significant place in the world of literature, much like Greek and Chinese. Its literary treasures are abundant, with the Thirukkural being one of the most renowned works. This masterpiece has garnered global recognition, having been translated into an impressive 40 languages, including English and French. Its profound impact on diverse cultures is undeniable. Several Tamil words have made their way into the English language. Some examples of these words include curry, konji, rasam, mulligatawny, and mango. These words have become so commonly used in English that they are now considered part of the everyday vocabulary. In addition to these food-related words, other Tamil words have found their place in English, such as cash, karsu, koya, kayaru, catamaran, catamaran, and anikat, anikatu. It is interesting to note that the Tamils have two traditional habitats: the southern tip of the Indian subcontinent and the north and east of the island of Sri Lanka. When it comes to Tamil curry, it is divided into two eras: pre-chilli and post-chilli. The term pre-chilli refers to the period of around 2,500 years prior when black pepper was used in the cuisine. The Tamils employed a traditional curry paste that consisted of black pepper and various herbs. These ingredients were meticulously ground using ancient techniques involving base and rolling stones. During the pre-chilli era, the Tamils were renowned for their exceptional spices, attracting visitors from around the world. The Greeks, Romans, Arabs, Jews, Javanese, Sumatrans, Malaccans, and Chinese recognized the high quality and unique flavors of Tamil spices. These visitors traveled great distances to procure these precious commodities, establishing the Tamils as a prominent hub for the spice trade. The Tamils' land became a bustling center of commerce and cultural exchange, solidifying their position in the global spice market. The trade took place in the coastal regions of Tamils, which were widely referred to as the Curry Zone or Curry Mandalam. The Dutch, facing challenges with pronunciation, eventually started calling it Coromandel. Interestingly, during the British era, numerous ships were named HMS Coromandel, further emphasizing the significance of this region in maritime history. Coromandel has become a symbol of the vibrant trading legacy and cultural variety found in this coastal region of the Tamil spice trade. Those who claim that the British introduced curry should acknowledge that the Curry Mandalam, also known as Coromandel by the Dutch, existed before the arrival of British in the Tamil region. The Portuguese initiated the post-chilli era by introducing chilies and vegetables from South America. The Tamil community in the islets off the Jaffna Peninsula of Ceylon Island was the first to adopt this new culinary era. Historians suggest that the Portuguese were attracted to this region because of their involvement in the pearl fishing industry in the Gulf of Mannar. Later the Jaffna Peninsula was captured too and colonized by the Portuguese. It is worth mentioning that this Tamil colony was the sole one established by the Portuguese in the region. The involvement of the Tamil community in this colony sheds light on the transformation of Tamil curry and the profound influence that the introduction of chili has had on its taste and cooking techniques. The world's first Tamil-Portuguese chili powder originated in these islets and has been handed down through generations. During the British era, some British traders tried to recreate the recipe, but their variation, called Madras curry powder, didn't gain much popularity. Chennai, formerly known as Madras, is a city located in the southernmost part of the Indian subcontinent and currently serves as the capital of the Tamil state in India. The traders likely chose to use the name of this well-known city as a brand in the UK, similar to how Indian curry is commonly used, instead of opting for lesser-known names like Jaffna or the Islets. However, the Madras curry powder failed to compete effectively when Indian immigrants from East Africa introduced an innovative curry paste version. The ancient and original pre-chilli era curry paste, a mixture from the Tamils, predates the use of chili and still retains its ancient characteristics as it is herb-based and possesses curative properties. To modernize its conventional essence, the UK paste undergoes a blending procedure with chili, to infuse it with a unique chili-infused flavor. Unfortunately, this resulted in a less flavorful outcome. As a result, various versions were created, such as one for vindaloo and another for tikka masala. Furthermore, there are now mild, medium, hot, and very hot pastes, indicating a lack of consistency in ingredient ratios among manufacturers. The root cause of the issue can be attributed to a lack of awareness regarding the historical significance of Tamil's curry, as well as their traditional curry paste and the modern-day use of curry powder. In contrast, Tamil-Portuguese curry powder is a traditional recipe that has been tried and approved for 450 years by the Tamils and European colonialists and is now used by the Tamils in both habitats and also all over India and countries where curry spread. Colonial eras such as Dart Pork Padre, Priest, Curry, Lumpraise, Lump Rice, Lord Curry, and Deviled Curry are still made and consumed by the Tamils. The Portuguese and Dutch also left their mark on Tamil culture with dishes such as love cake and rich cake. In conclusion, Tamil curry is the answer to the current curry crisis, and we should look to this traditional recipe for inspiration. Conclusion: the advent of digital technology has drastically changed the way we do business. It has enabled the authorities as well as the public to be privy to information that was not available before. My book also explores many details that were not available before. If you're already part of the curry industry, I have a vital suggestion to share. Instead of lamenting the curry crisis stemming from a scarcity of chef visas, it's crucial to take proactive steps and garner support from both the government and the public. Neglecting to do so will inevitably lead to adverse consequences for the curry industry, which currently contributes nearly $5 billion. It would be unwise to let new competitors seize curry's customers and jeopardize its future.